A shalom to the hopeful elect. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, a great millstone who teach the truth and rule well. This is the brother Yatabia Wa'ala coming back from the GMS SF Bay Area camp. And I got a quick lesson today. Lord's will is edifying. Just going into this immigrant so-called crisis over here in America, aka Babylon the Great. All right, and I remember the elder Mawatazak out there in L.A. He had said something in a lesson. Basically, these so-called immigrants, because a lot of them are Jake that are coming over here, are coming over for either destruction or deliverance. And the majority, like the scriptures say, we know are coming for destruction. All right, because only a few or a remnant will be saved, an elect. All right, and this all goes into prophecy. See, so what we're seeing right now, we're seeing the Lord, bringing all these Israelites. All right, because that's all we're focused on, these Israelites here, because it's gonna fulfill prophecy. All right, now I got a couple articles and some scriptures I want to bring out, but this one's from Washington Examiner. And it says record 50 million immigrants in U.S. spiked by illegal surge under Biden. It says I'll read a little bit of it. It says in Salakia, I'm a little under the weather. It says the foreign-born population of citizens in America has reached nearly 50 million, or 15% of the country's total population, both record highs. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the surge has come faster than expected, and during the U.S.-Mexico border crisis sparked by President Joe Biden's liberal policies. The immigrant population was not expected to hit 15% until 2033, according to a new analysis from the Center for Immigration Studies. All right, and this is what they projected, but the scriptures say that the Lord will speed up the times. Okay, so all these things are happening in record times, in record numbers, because we're living in a time of prophecy. We're coming to the end. All right. It says, what's more, the numbers are likely much higher because the current population survey of foreign-born residents doesn't account for those who slipped in unseen. More than half, 2.5 million of the 4.5 million increase in the foreign-born population since January 2021 is likely due to illegal immigration. It says, yada yada yada. I just wanted to hit these numbers right here. It says right here, the largest percentage increase since January 2021 are for immigrants from South America, 28%, all right, which is the northern tribes. Central America, 25%, again, part of the northern tribes. Sub-Saharan Africa, the Caribbean, which is part of the Southern Kingdom too as well, and the North, and the Middle East, 14%. Immigrants from all of Latin America increased by 2.9 million since January 2021, accounting for 63% of the total increase in the foreign-born population. All right, so again, we're seeing an influx of so-called immigrants over here to Babylon the Great, which shows us that this judgment, is about to come forth. And I just wanted to read this one. And this was just dated today. This is also from the Washington Examiner. And it says, Biden border crisis shatters record with 14,509 illegal immigrants encountered in one day. All right, so the Lord is beefing up the numbers. All right. Now I wanted to start with this. Because again, the elder Muatazak said, that these people are coming over for one of two things, and it's either destruction or deliverance. All right. Now, when we go into this scripture, it lets us know that the majority are coming for destruction. All right. Zechariah 13:8, and it says, and it shall come to pass then in all the land. All right. What land is that talking about? Babylon the Great. Okay. Over here in America, aka America. Saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So if you have a pie chart, two parts, which is 2/3, so you have a pie chart broken into 3 parts. 2 of those parts are going to be cut off and die. All right, but the third shall be left therein, which is going into the elect. So only a third, which is the minority of that pie chart, is going to be saved. And I will bring, verse 9, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say it is my people, and they shall say the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is my power. All right, and this is what's going to happen to the elect. They're going to go through that furnace of adversity, and ultimately that ultimate fire by thermonuclear destruction, they're going to be saved out of here, okay, by way of Yahushai and the chariots. All right, but you see, this is what we're living in. We're living into where the majority of these people that are coming in are going to feel this part, two parts. All right, and then you're going to have very few that come in to be the 1/3. All right, but what's going to happen? They're going to hear this word and they're going to be converted. But again, that's very few. All right, as a whole, the 1/3 is way smaller than the 2/3. All right, this is Jeremiah 51, and I'll start at verse 1 and I'll jump down. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, behold, I will raise up against Babylon." Okay, and we know this Babylon is talking about America. This modern time, all right, is talking about America. "And against them that dwell in the midst of them, and rise up against me a destroying wind." Now, what is that destroying wind talking about? We go into this all the time. All right, this destroying wind is talking about this thermonuclear destruction. Okay, and this is how you know it's talking about America, because the old Babylon, all right, wasn't destroyed like this. It was just immaculate, or I can't say that word, but basically, it was just absorbed, if you will, okay, into the Persian kingdom, all right, into the Persian Empire, I should say. But this Babylon, all right, is going to be destroyed. It says, "And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about." And I want to, I'll just read down. It says, "Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifted himself up his brigadine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her host. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. For Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power. For the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel, flee out of the midst of Babylon, Salakia, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense." And this is what's going to happen. All right, hey, the Lord is saying, flee out of the midst of Babylon. So this starts spiritually with us staying upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, not staying upon this government. All right, and it's funny because you have a lot of the people that are coming that are totally with the philosophies and the government of Babylon. Okay, that's the one that's letting them in. All right, but it says deliver every man's soul, because the destruction, and we read it earlier, it says that destroying wind, the destruction is going to be crazy. Scriptures say there's not going to be it's like a day like no other, roughly paraphrasing. All right, there hasn't been a time like no other, I should say. All right, hey, we're heading into Jacob's trouble. Okay, we're heading into the hour of temptation. We're heading into like the scriptures say, perilous times, many plagues. All right, famine, death, destruction, the sword, war. All right, and then it's going to be topped off with that so-called cherry on top with the thermonuclear destructions, and on top of that, Yahushua returning and destroying this place with the chariots. All right. But what does it say? It says, "Flee out of the midst of Babylon, deliver every man his soul, be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance." So we're coming into the time where Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to fulfill this prophecy. And he's going to destroy Babylon the Great. All right? He will render unto her a recompense. So if you are not of the elect, all right, you're not part of that 1/3 that's going through that trial and is going to be brought through the fire. All right, what's going to happen? You're going to be caught up in the destruction. Okay? You're going to be counted among the sacrifice that's going to happen over here in Basra. All right? You're going to the sacrifice that's going to happen over here in this spiritual Sodom. All right, or the spiritual Babylon. Okay, Babylon the Great, spiritual Egypt. All right, aka America. It says, "For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance; He will render unto her a recompense." Verse 7, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that had made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. All right, and it goes on to say Babylon cannot be healed. All right, there's nothing, no healing for this place. No matter what America tries to do, no matter what this government tries to do, there's a destiny for this place. All right. And if you are one that believes in the message that's being portrayed here, you go along with what primarily Esau Edom is pushing because he controls this land. What's going to happen? You're going to be destroyed right along with it. All right. Now I'm going to jump here. Revelations 18:4 says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people." All right. Come out of her, my people, because when you read up, it's talking about what? Babylon the Great. Again, Babylon the Great is fallen. All right. Now come out of her, my people, that ye may be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. All right. So the elect, again, they start to spiritually depart from this place, like it says in Micah 2:10, to rely on Yahweh Bashim El Shai, and ultimately be beamed up in those chariots. Okay, because when the ultimate plague comes down, this thermonuclear destruction, it's going to destroy the whole land of America and everybody in it. All right, but the Lord is going to save the elect through that great salvation by way of the chariots. All right, it says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities." All right, there is no getting out of this. The destruction of Babylon is upon us. All right. It says, "Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works in the cup which she hath filled to her double." All right, and this is what's going to happen. All right, it says, "How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow." All right, this is the pride this place has. "Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, who judgeth her." And this is what's going to happen to this place, America. All right, but as we can see, all right, the majority of these people coming in are going to partake in that destruction. All right, but there will be very few, all right, that are going to be part of that number of the elect, that very well may be part of that number. All right. And this is the prophecy going into salvation. It says, "Therefore, behold," Jeremiah 23:7, "Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say, The Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country." And this is that north country. All right. So again, you know, the prophecy is going to be fulfilled to where two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but also the salvation. Okay. Now, if there's any members of the elect that are coming in through this so-called illegal immigration, they're going to be saved out of this north country. All right. And from all the countries whither I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. All right. And I'm going to end off on this. This is 2nd Ezra 8 and verse 1. "And he answered me, saying, The Most High had made this world for many, but the world to come for few." So you see all these people, you know, record numbers coming over here in the land of America, just in this world in general. All right. But what? The world to come is for few. All right. There's only going to be a few saved. "I will tell thee a similitude, Esdras. And when thou ask the earth, it shall say unto thee that it giveth much mold, whereof earthen vessels are made, but little dust that gold cometh of. Even so is the course of this present world. There be many created, but few shall be saved." So no matter, you know, there's a huge number of Israelites, but out of those Israelites, there's only going to be a small percentage compared to the percentage that's going to be destroyed. There's only going to be a small percentage that is saved. All right. Primarily in here in America, it's what, that 33.3%. All right, the 1/3. But again, Lord's will, this is edifying. Like we see, this is prophecy. These people are coming either for destruction or deliverance, and like the scriptures say, the majority are coming for destruction. All right, and this shows us that, hey, we are close. Okay, the Lord is getting everything in order to fulfill prophecy. All right. Hey, once again, Lord's will, this is edifying. I want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, and above.